For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
What's up, Brew Crew? Welcome back to the channel. This is your trusted source for everything about our Milwaukee Brewers. Before we dive into today's bombshell news, one that could have massive implications for our title hunt, I need to ask you a favor. If you're a true Brewers fan and you want deep dive analysis, exclusive news, and information you won't find anywhere else, then hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Our goal is to be the #1 stop for the Brew Crew. And with your support, we'll get there. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming, especially today. Alright, let's get straight to it. The MLB trade deadline has come and gone. And while General Manager Matt Arnold made some savvy moves to bolster our roster, the most impactful news for us might have just broken after the deadline passed. I have reliable sources, and as always, I'm bringing you the details with the precision you deserve. The golden opportunity presenting itself to the Milwaukee Brewers goes by the name of Marcus Stroman. Yes, you heard that right. The two-time All-Star, the veteran pitcher with a track record of success, has been designated for assignment by the New York Yankees. This isn't speculation, it's a fact. ESPN's Jorge Castillo confirmed it on Friday. The Yankees have released Marcus Stroman. He is now on the market, and any team can sign him for the prorated league minimum, with the Yankees eating the remainder of his $37 million contract. For a team like the Milwaukee Brewers, which operates with remarkable financial intelligence, this is a low-risk, high-reward situation that we simply cannot ignore. Let's break down the player. Marcus Stroman, 34, is a fierce competitor, a pitcher who thrives on inducing ground balls, a trait that plays perfectly with our elite infield defense. When he's on his game, Stroman is an inning eater, a guy who takes the mound every fifth day and gives you a chance to win. He was an all-star in 2019 and again as recently as 2023 with the Cubs, where he posted a 3.95 ERA. He's not an overpowering strikeout pitcher, but his heavy sinker and sharp slider are lethal weapons when located, forcing weak contact and keeping the ball on the ground. However, we can't ignore the reality of 2025. His numbers with the Yankees are not pretty. In 39 innings over 9 starts, he's compiled a 6.23 ERA with a 1.54 whip and a .282 opponent batting average. Those are numbers that at first glance would make anyone hesitate. But this is where the deep dive John Heyman style analysis comes into play. We need to look beyond the surface. Why are Stroman's numbers inflated? First, he missed 2.5 months early in the season with left knee inflammation. Coming back from an injury like that, especially for a pitcher who relies so heavily on his lower body mechanics and rhythm, is an immense challenge. He was effectively rehabbing at the major league level under the unforgiving spotlight of New York. Second, the situation with the Yankees was untenable for him. With the impending return of Luis Gil and the team's aggressive trade deadline moves to fortify the bullpen, Stroman became the odd man out. The Yankees' decision was less an indictment of his talent and more a matter of roster logistics. They needed a 40-man roster spot, and unfortunately for Stroman, he was the casualty. This creates a perfect scenario for the Brewers. We're talking about a pitcher who just over a year ago was one of the best in the National League. He hasn't forgotten how to pitch. What he needs is a change of scenery, an environment that can support him, and most importantly, an organization with a proven track record of maximizing its pitching talent. And what organization does that better than the Milwaukee Brewers? Our pitching lab and coaching staff, led by the brilliant Chris Hook, are renowned across the league for their ability to find small mechanical flaws, tweak pitch repertoires, and revitalize careers. We've seen it happen time and time again. We take veterans other teams have cast off and turn them into crucial contributors. The cost structure here is the key. We are not giving up precious prospects. We are not taking on a burdensome contract. We are potentially acquiring a 2-time All-Star for the price of a minor leaguer. It's the kind of strategic move that defines championship teams. A calculated gamble based on analysis, data, and a belief in your own player development system. The question isn't whether Stroman has struggled, the question is whether we believe our system can fix him. And based on the track record, I'd say the answer is a resounding yes. Now, let's talk about the strategic fit. because this is where this possibility becomes even more fascinating. Where exactly would Marcus Stroman fit on a Brewers team that already boasts the best record in the National League and is leading the Central Division? The immediate answer might not be where everyone expects. Our starting rotation has been without a doubt one of our greatest strengths. With a combined ERA of 3.39, we rank second in all of baseball. Freddie Peralta is having a Cy Young caliber season, and the other pieces have filled in admirably. So the urgent need isn't at the top of the rotation. The need, the Achilles heel that could cost us dearly in October, has been the inconsistency of our bullpen. Don't get me wrong, we have talented pieces in there. But as a unit, the numbers tell the story. A 3.93 ERA, which ranks us 15th in MLB. That's mediocrity. In a postseason where every game is decided in the final innings, an average bullpen simply won't cut it. This is where Stroman's versatility becomes a massive asset. While he's been a starter his entire career, the best way to integrate him and maximize his short-term impact would be through the bullpen. Think of him as a multi-tool weapon. He could be our long reliever, the guy who comes in when a starter has an early exit and stabilizes the game for 2 or 3 innings, saving the rest of the pen for the following days. This is an underrated but absolutely vital role in a short playoff series. Furthermore, if he rediscovers the command of his signature sinker-slider combination, he has the stuff to pitch in high-leverage situations. His ability to induce ground ball double plays would be a godsend in the 7th and 8th innings. The move to the bullpen could even benefit him physically, allowing him to air it out in shorter bursts rather than worrying about pacing himself to get through a lineup 3 times. He could focus on his best 2 pitches and attack hitters aggressively. Signing Stroman also adds an invaluable layer of depth. The baseball season is a marathon, and injuries are an inevitability. Having a pitcher of Stroman's caliber as insurance, ready to step into a rotation spot if needed, is a luxury that few teams, especially contenders, can afford. It gives manager Pat Murphy incredible flexibility in managing his pitching staff down the stretch in August and September, ensuring our key arms get to the playoffs as fresh and healthy as possible. This is a chess move, not a checkers move. It's thinking 3 steps ahead. We're on top of the NL Central, but we cannot afford to be complacent. The Cubs and Cardinals would love nothing more than to see us stumble. Adding a motivated veteran arm like Stroman, who undoubtedly has a chip on his shoulder after being cast off by the Yankees, sends a clear message to the rest of the league. We are not satisfied. We are gunning for the World Series, and we will make every move necessary, big or small, to fortify our position. To sum it all up, the potential acquisition of Marcus Stroman is a classic buy low opportunity that aligns perfectly with the Milwaukee Brewers philosophy. It is a move of low financial and prospect capital cost, but with an extremely high ceiling. It fills a clear need for bullpen depth and talent, an area that requires reinforcement for a successful playoff run. And most importantly, he fits the mold of pitchers that our organization has historically been able to revitalize. Success in professional sports is often defined by the ability to find value where others don't. Marcus Stroman, the pitcher discarded by the Yankees, might just be the ace up the sleeve that Matt Arnold and the Brewers need to turn an excellent season into a championship one. Now, I want to hear from you, the Brew Crew. This is our team. What are your thoughts on this news? Do you believe Marcus Stroman is the missing piece for our bullpen? Is the risk worth the reward? Drop your analysis in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you want the fastest updates and the most in-depth analysis on your Brewers, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We don't follow the narrative, we create it. Until next time.